Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Welcome into Extra Time. I actually don't have any questions, Shaka. So I was wondering if you'd like to do a little...
Let me see what's going on. Wait right here.
Meanwhile, I found some notes of Dan Thomas's, and Dan doesn't make a lot of notes.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. OK, we'll read them off the screen.
Is this us? I found it.
Hey! Yeah, Dan, some strange little scribblings here.
Dan's a scribbler.
No, he is a scribbler. Stick men and everything.
I don't know.
All right, we won't show you. We won't go into that.
Let's try not to figure out Dan's.
We'll welcome in Ale and Frank. Thanks so much for being with us, guys. All right, Ale, Xavi-ball in full effect. Is Barca back for good, Ale?
Back to what? They're back in that they are going to win more games than they lose, and they're going to be consistently better than what they have been in the past. If that's your version of they're back, well, yeah, sure, they're back.
This is the Europa League. Listen, I enjoy the Barcelona performance, but it's the Europa League. So if we're talking Barcelona being back, we're a long way from Barca being back to what you expect.
Is it a Barcelona we're a lot more familiar with when we watch them play?
Well, a lot more than November or October. But still, listen, as I said on the show, there's a lot to get excited about, but it's the Europa League if we're talking Barcelona here.
Now, remember that Frank is buddies with Aubameyang's dad. They go to the same gym.
Oh, that's right.
So the next question has to be for Frank.
Yeah.
Have you seen him lately, Frank?
Oh.
No, I didn't. I didn't see him since Pierre-Emerick signed for Barcelona. No. I'm sad.
Oh, well.
See, has he upgraded his gym? What's going on?
Maybe disappointing, Frank?
Well, I don't know.
Frank, is Aubameyang better than Cristiano Ronaldo right now?
Who's that from Aubameyang's dad?
What kind of question is that? My God. They don't play for the same team. They are not the same kind of player. They don't have the same age. Well, to compare, it's absolutely impossible. Cristiano Ronaldo is struggling because of the team that he plays for, because of his form right now. And Aubameyang is trying to settle down with a new club, and he's doing great, scoring goals. But I don't want, and absolutely not, compare the two players. I think there is no comparison whatsoever to be done between Ronaldo and Aubameyang, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, so the person who sent that in is called Just Chill, and it sounds like Frank is telling them to just chill with questions like that.
Just chill.
Right, Ale, next one for you. Who is the most important youngster on this Barcelona team, and who has the most potential of all the youngsters on this Barcelona team?
Pedri, and Pedri, and Pedri, and Pedri.
Yeah.
You don't just have to take Ale's word for it. Xavi himself said he is the most important young player in football right now.
It is. And you saw it last season. You saw it for Spain in the Euros and the Olympics, and you saw how he was missed because of how much he was used. And you see how good he is since he's been back. I mean, without question.
Okay, the guys are agreeing so far.
There's another one. There's another one, Kay.
Go on then.
Kay, sorry. There's another one. Pedri.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I guess it's... you think the answer's Pedri then?
Maybe, quite possibly.
Okay. Shaka,
yeah?
As a goalkeeper, lots of Ronaldo tonight. Shaka, as a goalkeeper, you see Ronaldo, in his current form, stepping in to take a free kick. Do you feel relieved and confident that he'll miss it? Is there any changes in your preparation based on who takes the free kick, like who is in your wall?
No, there's no change in terms of who goes in the wall. The one thing Ronaldo right now, if he's stepping up, I don't think he can go over the top of the wall and bring it back down as he used to. So there's even less of a reason for goalkeepers to cheat, as you see sometimes. So it makes your job, in that regard, a whole lot easier. But you know that every so often, he is still capable of the incredible, and you just have to be prepared for that.
Frank, were you ever worried about losing your spot in the first team after a new signing?
No, it's Frank Leboeuf.
World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf.
Of course not. I have to say that that chance to not being too worried, you know, when Marcel Desailly signed for Chelsea after winning the World Cup in '98, I pretty much knew that I had to play alongside him, so I wasn't too worried. I only been worried about John Terry coming up, but he was already at the club, so he wasn't a new signing. But I felt that it was a time for me to leave before he kicked me out of the field. So I went.
Good idea.
Fair enough. Ale, obviously as a striker, this is a bit different because I feel that there's obviously a lot of competition. Did you have a situation like this?
With a lot of competition?
When a new signing comes in and you're a bit fearful for your place?
Oh. Well, Kay, just showing up in the locker room for me was a reason to be fearful. Anybody who had a semblance of a pulse to score a goal was a threat. And so for me, it was going to be about character and personality and leadership and a presence in the locker room, but it wasn't going to be about scoring a whole bunch of goals.
Oh, poor Ale. All right.
Don't feel sorry for him.
Did you ever have a situation?
I don't.
Of course. As a keeper, it's even worse because you know when another keeper shows up, you know exactly where he's playing. So so I knew.
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, it's not like he's going to play
left wing.
They're going to play left hand side of the goal. I'll play on the right. You play left hand side of the goal. Newcastle, when Shea came in, you knew. But that was under Kenny Dalglish, who managed him at Blackburn. Yeah, I knew. That wasn't a surprise. And then at West Ham, when Glenn Roeder became manager, he actually called me in the office and said, I'm signing David. He said to me, I'm signing David James. I don't expect you to play this season. This is the first day of pre-season. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a great season. So again, the writing was on the wall there. I had at Portsmouth, Harry signed 2 or 3 goalkeepers. I never felt under threat. I kind of knew they were coming in as number 2. And then Harry left and there was this Zerkias or something like that, signed this Greek goalkeeper, Chalkias. And honestly, I was not worried. This man was barely coordinated. and I got dropped for him, honestly.
Shaka, that sounds like you're bitter.
I am. I am still bitter. I have no problem with getting dropped for Shea Given. None for David James. Chalkers could barely run in a straight line without falling down. I'm bitter.
So tell me, in a situation like that, when you still have to train with them, how is it? Is it awkward?
Oh, well, first of all, he wouldn't speak to me at all. So I kind of clocked early on, like, you know, everybody comes in and, you know, just say morning to whoever, and everybody's like, hey, Shaka, and you say, like, I'd say, hey, what was his name? I think it was Costas or something like that. Hey, Costas, and he wouldn't even say good morning. So I was saying, no, this was the funniest thing to me. This was great. So every morning I would come and I'd go, hey, Costas, as loud as I could, and he would just totally blag me. And when I was leaving, I'd make sure I'd go and see him. He would just totally blag me. It was the most awkward thing ever. It was awful. But I made fun of it. It was good. That was fun. Yeah.
I'm glad I asked you.
I'm not bitter at all. I'm not bitter at all.
Nobody enjoys being on the bench like Shaka does.
Yeah, I'm bitter and laughing. It was great.
All right. Frank, should more big clubs around Europe have gone after Dusan Vlahovic? Only one team can win the Haaland sweepstakes. And Dusan has shown to be a goal machine. I know Arsenal tried. Among the title contenders, certainly someone should have made a move to get him in January, right?
Who? I didn't get the question. Who has to get who? You know, it's too long. The question was too long.
Okay. Should more big clubs in Europe have tried to get Dusan Vlahovic?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think he's a real talent, that he showed it, and it was sad in a way to not see too many competition between clubs, different big clubs, to hire him. But it is what it is, and he will have to confirm. And if he does, he will have a panel of fantastic clubs on his knee and on their knees to make sure that they want to hire him. He's a pure talent. He's a goal scorer, and I think he's going to seduce many clubs.
He is good, but I thought the sentiment was Fiorentina was going to wait till the summer. Everybody thought he's going to move in the summer, and there's going to be a bit of a bidding war. And I thought Juventus did really well in securing him in January before that bidding war started, because I think if it waited till the summer, as much as everybody's got in for Haaland, he was right behind, and any number of clubs would have been interested.
Imagine that, Ale. Dusan Vlahovic walking into the dressing room as the new signing.
You could have put on some gloves and come to Pompey.
When I was listening to Frank talk about Dusan Vlahovic and says that he's going to seduce many clubs, I don't think ever in the history of my illustrious career anybody, anywhere, actually characterized me as a player who would seduce anybody. I mean, honestly.
I feel like there's a broader concession here, Ali. I feel like there's something else you want to tell us. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's getting a little personal.
Therapy FC.
Hey, I got a seductive personality, Shaq.
We do it here, Ale. Like a hole in the head. Okay.
I love you, Ali. I love you, Ali. You're seducing me right now.
Okay. Okay.
It's the first time for everything.
Shaka.
First time for everything.
If you could be a part of the team for any one of these moments, which would you pick? Leicester's 2015-16 title win, Liverpool's comeback in the 2005 Champions League final, Aguero's last-minute goal versus QPR, or Solskjaer's winner in 1999 to clinch the treble for Manchester United?
Oh, man. No. I am going to say Man United to clinch the treble. I think if we're just talking... Without it being, hold on a minute, without it being because this wraps up the package. So, but if we're just talking about Manchester United winning the Champions League without the other two trophies as part of that package, I think Leicester's would be the most exciting dressing room to be a part of.
Because then it's a whole season as well.
Yeah, it's a whole season and the whole and everything about it. But I just feel...
Well, then Manchester United...
Yeah, there's something indescribable about the treble, and as much as it was the last minute goal, it was about, it's about the treble, which is why I'm making a distinction, as opposed to winning the Champions League as a one-off. If you're taking it as a package of the treble, I'll go with that one.
Okay. What? Was that you, LA?
I don't care about Shaka's distinctions and whether the treble makes a difference or not. The historic part of Leicester has to be far more significant than the treble of Manchester United. Manchester United winning the treble would be something to be expected. Leicester winning the Premier League was never to be expected.
Winning the treble is not to be expected.
That's the locker room that you want to be a part of.
All right.
No.
Winning the treble is not to be expected.
I don't agree.
Frank,
I don't agree. I would have loved to be on the field when Aguero scored the last second goal of the last second of the Premier League game. I mean, the feeling must have been absolutely fantastic. You live a footballer life for that kind of momentum where everything was gets crazy because of one action of one of your teammates. Aguero moment for sure for me.
All right, none of you went for Liverpool's comeback in 2005 when they actually heard Milan in the dressing room
Stevie's not on
celebrating
the
at
show.
half-time.
Yeah.
Stevie's not on the show, that's true. Guys, thanks so much for your questions. Thanks for sending them in. And thanks for all the panellists for being with us. Make sure you join us tomorrow. We'll be back doing exactly the same and talking more football because we are available every single day here on ESPN FC.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.